Alright, ease up everybody, I'm No Lex Given, back with some more Fairytale Fables, and while I don't think I'm going to be able to qualify for this month's tournament on the 27th, basically not even a week from now, this weekend, I am going to try to hit 4K. I think that that's potentially a reasonable expectation for my placement at the end of the month. And from there, then maybe we can shoot for 5K to make the tournament on the next month. But I think for this month, we're just going to chill, take it easy, continue to learn the game. Might start to play a little bit more while I'm not recording, and just have this be a game in the background, because that's really like how I fell in love with Storybook Brawl. I would just play a bunch every night and record the games and then do post commentary. Kind of slipped into doing the live commentary because it's a little bit easier. There's not as much expectations on the high roll. Like, this game could go in a variety of different directions. This could be a nail biter. This could be a game where I get like really close things. It could even be a game where I get like fourth or something. And I think that that adds some interesting drama to the live commentary games that you don't get out of like the just me picking the highlights, the best stuff. But potentially looking to play the game a little bit more, just because the idea of playing for something just gives me like more of an incentive to play. Like, you look at Backpack Battles, which I think is really fun and really cool and intrigues me in a pretty cool way, but I have not played that game other than the 5 or so games that I've showcased on YouTube, because I don't know, without like a global leaderboard or something, and without the just like the way that the lobbies are, or the lack of lobbies, I should say, makes it definitely not as enticing, not as interesting. But I'm definitely interested in that. And then I was also interested, I tried to record content around 1v1s to try to have some lead into the event this weekend. Wasn't able to get any content off the ground, so didn't wind up posting anything with that, but I had some fun playing 1v1s with Storybook Brawl in the past, and am definitely excited if 1v1s in Fairytale Fables is going to be a thing. It's a lot more try-hardy, a lot more competitive, and takes away a lot of the crazy fun that is part of the magic of the game in the crazy high rolls and things like that. Oh, and speaking of high rolls, we've got Icarus and Pig Entrepreneur. Which route are we gonna go? Piggy Bank with +1 gold, or Icarus? I think we'll go Icarus. It's pretty straightforward. You just like skip a turn or two, and then you are at a significant advantage. Or the gold advantage. I don't know. I could see going either way. Let's say choose random. All right. They're going to give me the pig, actually. And an interesting option from here, because I'm not really set up to bank gold with the Demon's Deal. I feel like, or I mean, I could just take the Demon's Deal and pass. So next turn I'm going to get 3 gold. I don't know, do we just pass here? Like, part of me wants to grab the short sword, but I guess we could just pass. Sure, why not? I feel like if I'm just passing and I'm not playing Icarus, it's pretty silly, because then I've like chosen to take gold over XP, but the gold can really compound itself. Early gold might be better than early XP, so at this point I pass again and then I gain 1 additional gold. None of these cards are particularly exciting. Probably nothing here enough to allow me to like win the fight. So, I mean, the Elise, or Elaine, was definitely the best card that I saw that I have not picked up. Could have had a triple of board Farm Boy at this point, but It's not really getting you too far. What I would really like, though, is to buy that spell that like looks like a chessboard. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Another losing tie. I guess that's about as good as you can ask for here with the piggy bank. Maybe it would have been better to just pick up the gold laying goose at the start, though. But now I've got exactly 12 gold. It's really tempting to just pass again, but I don't know. Passing again seems a little bit sketchy. The alternative is just pick up in a lane. We can see that against my opponent's board, I mean, I'm likely just going to lose here regardless. If I can snipe the cat, then... No, I mean, I always lose. It's just a matter of, like, do I take a little bit of extra damage? And I'll just say, sure, let's just take a little bit of extra damage and then try to have a little power spike next turn where I'm able to pick up multiple level 3 cards. Nice. That's a good hit. All right, I hit the 2 things that I needed to take a little bit less damage there. I do really like Guardian Angel. Don't like anything else about what's going on. Hansel is fine. Let's definitely start with this, though. Hansel looks a little bit better once you pick up Guardian Angel. So let's do that. Let's roll, and then probably pick up some other good characters here. Rapunzel's Prince and Romeo seem solid. And then here's the Elementary Insight, though it's a little bit worse now that I don't have the extra 1 gold to just spend on it easily. I was going to say evenly and easily, and instead I said evilly. Ooh. But yeah, I think that this is a reasonable start now. We are still banking some gold, and we're probably strong enough to battle with some of our opponents at this point. I think that we've got a nice little setup here. Yeah, looks like it. So I think that's a job well done. The fact that we can grab a tie there, and that's an actual tie, while also banking some econ, feels pretty good to me. Tracking Dog is kind of meh. We'll pump up Hansel, but I think I will take it. And let's do one more roll and try to throw in something nice. Okay, well, Mycroft alongside the dog is pretty good. So I could just throw in a Hansel, or a Mycroft right here. And then the young Fluff, somewhat tempting, but I think I'm just going to ready up with 7 gold banked. I think it was probably a mistake to have not picked up the gold laying goose. Though, I don't know. I think I would have just sold it off in 3 turns for 2 gold. So I think it was actually a wash now that I think about it. Because, yeah, you buy it for 1, or you buy it for 2, and then in 3 turns you get to sell it for 2. It's not really something to get super excited about, I wouldn't say. And there we get a winning tie. Feels like we are starting to turn some things around here. Tracking Dog, not bad. Could hang on to a short sword. Tracking Dog, just because we've got 3 hero attacks, I think is fine. And then, yeah, we can pick up the short sword, and that still allows me to hang on to exactly 12 gold for the piggy bank. Could even do this at this point. Mycroft definitely gonna get pretty bigly here. And then once we hit 4, we're looking for Juliet, and we are looking for the detective that on death gives you +1 attack permanently. Both of those things seem like pretty reasonable options. Probably not going to go... I mean, and then the other play from there is just like 4.0, pick up some big relevant cards like the thing that slays to give your shot +1/+1. That's always a great card as well. And I forgot the dog is giving this +2/+1, so it's not like just playing that extra dog is totally meaningless here either. And we get the tie because of those doggy stats as well. A losing tie, But now we've got Detective Apprentice. There's also a Worthy Sacrifice, double Try My Net, which is nerfed but still playable, I think. I'm probably going to sack a dog. Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that now. See where that gets me. So basically I could pick up the Emperor and sell off the sword and the dog, and then I'm still at a pretty healthy 12 gold. Yeah, let's do it. I think that this is reasonably powerful. We've still got Mycroft scaling and a pretty strong board. I think I actually want Hansel to be here because that way it's a higher chance that the detective will die before Hansel has to battle. Slight optimization there, and I'm not sure. I mean, plus 2 gold every turn is probably better than plus 2 XP. But I would have had plus 3 XP. I skipped my first 3 fights with Icarus there. I probably wouldn't, or with the pig. I probably wouldn't have skipped my first 3 fights with Icarus, is what I meant to say. Winning tie, definitely picking up some speed here. Winning tie against a lobby leader, nonetheless. So that feels good. I do like a second Detective Apprentice, probably more than Angel Warrior. To be honest, Angel Warrior plays really well on the current board, but I think it's not too long for this world. I think I can throw in a roll here. If I find the detective, then maybe we do something. If you win or tie the next fight, lose the XP. That's tough. I also see a Juliet. I just don't know if it's worth losing fights. It's such a hard card. Let's see, who are we playing up against here? Are we going to lose this fight regardless? No, I think that we're at a reasonable position to win. At the same time, though, I don't think that Juliet is super great for me. Do I cut this? Does that guarantee that I lose? Probably. Alright. See if that's enough to make me lose, and if that is indeed what I want to do. We just want to just barely lose. That's the goal. Looks like we're going to lose by a reasonably significant margin here. Wait a minute. Oh, I tie because of the attack. Dang, yeah, it's so hard to lose. It's incredibly difficult to lose, I think. Your front row boosters, this one always drives me a little batty. Yeah, I don't know about that. Kiv is really good, but I kind of want to go... I mean, I've got 2 Detective Apprentices. I'm definitely going to pick up Kleck. There's a lot of strong cards here, though, to be totally honest, and I could just pick up all of them and still have 12 gold. That is definitely a benefit to doing what I'm doing. Could just backline the Hansel at this point. I think I might want to roll and find... You know what? A second Mycroft is actually playable. And I think I want to find some other payoff cards for this strategy. I like the Succubus, but I think we're proactive enough that I can choose to be a little bit more greedy, if that makes sense. And then do I just take a Narcissus? Probably. I can still sell off all 3 of these things in my hand. So I could do one more roll. And that's going to be it. So let's sell off all 3 of these, and that's going to let me stay at 12. We'll just hang on to the Narcissus, I suppose. Definitely getting a little bit weak here, and against the lobby leader is a little scary, though I think we're going to be all right, especially because we are scaling up this attack we do have pretty reasonable odds to just trade these fights at the end of the day. That's a good slot for me, a good attack, I mean. And yeah, we get to clean this up. There we go. Easy enough. What is they have their shop at +2/+2? Oh no, that's not even good. Wait, they could put this here and reorder it when they only have one treasure? I didn't think that's how that card worked. I thought you had to have 3 treasures in order to use Aladdin. I was mistaken. Could use a new U. I'm up 2 XP. It's actually natural 4.2 right now. So grabbing a level 6 character is somewhat reasonable. I'd rather just find XP though at this point, I think. Putting another Hansel on the board seems good, and I was gonna say I'm looking to stop soon, because 18 is a number divisible by 6. However, mana asceticism makes me 6 next turn. At that point, I suppose I could roll, but just banking all my gold, considering next turn I'm going to be level 6, seems just as good. And here we see like the real upside of the piggy bank, where I've been able to use my gold to roll for and purchase XP. And at this point, I'm basically like Icarus, but still I have a piggy bank. So I guess this was better than Icarus, but definitely curious on the comments if people generally think that Icarus or Pig Entrepreneur is better. I would have guessed that the pig was like a sillier card, a little bit more of a high rolly option. That comes with a little bit of risk. However, seems like it's doing all right for me. We do get a loss here against a big kitty, but otherwise we're doing good. Dr. Watson is definitely a route to go, along potentially with Van Helsing. And I think if you get an on-theme 6 for the strategy that you're trying to use, you gotta go for it. So let's pick up both of these and see what shenanigans we can get into. There's a triple. Probably pretty good, huh? Yeah, I'll grab the triple. Extra character of your level, I think, has to be more important. If this said unspent gold, we could have definitely had something cooking there, but with unspent mana only, it's not going to be as synergistic. Let's pop in one of these for stats. Oh, I think this card's been buffed. I think it's worth keeping in, though, for right now. Could roll one more time and sell the Emperor. Doesn't seem super important to do. So I will just ready up with 12 gold floating. And I will want to spend this gold pretty quickly, probably looking to spend it down next turn, because there's not really a huge incentive at this point to hang on to a bunch of gold. I mean, there's also no incentive to roll down past 6 gold, other than the fact that we have some gold, like, stored away in our hand as well, but I just consider this Emperor a gold at this point, you know? Maybe it sees play if we triple Hansel and triple Mycroft, though I'm not really looking to triple Mycroft. Collect gets the sleigh, that's good. And a ranged character means that we do have a shot, but my opponent's backline is also all fluffs. But we are going to be able to take it down there with a winning tie, nonetheless, and a sleigh out of Kleck. Your aura types don't care. Your aura abilities don't care about types. 2 characters of the same level. No, I think I want an additional hero here. I'm not sure how the attacks will stack up. What's my other heroes? I would get an additional piggy bank. I've never seen this before. That's cute. Just a level 4 treasure. No, let's look for some level 7 treasures, I suppose. For as long as you have one or more characters alive, add 100% attack to your hero. I do think that that is potentially going to be a route to go. Yeah, let's pick it up. I'll use it eventually. Am I cutting the Kleck? Probably. Definitely don't need another Emperor. I'll take another Sherlock, and this is where we might just get rid of the piggy bank, especially if we can triple one of these 6s. I think I'm going to roll and triple a 6. If I can triple this turn, that could be a massive power spike. But you know what? This is a pretty big power spike here, too. This would allow me to triple the Narcissus. That's just going to have to be a lock, unfortunately. Yeah, there's no way to sell enough. I could sell 1, 2, 3. I probably could have sold for it, but this is also going to waste the beans. Not really, though. Yeah, I don't think it's a huge waste of the beans, to be honest. Cool, we get a losing tie. But yeah, the idea behind this for a second was that maybe that would allow me to get a tier 7 treasure off of that, but your front row has shield. Infinity is really good. Tempted to just give my front row a shield. I don't think that's super synergistic with what I am doing right now. It is a pretty early Infinity, though, at the same time. I feel like Infinity kind of requires a pivot. Whereas I feel like this I could just play. Alright, I'll grab this. Definitely trying to find a different and better tier 7 treasure off the Van Helsing triple. Though we do have the chance to pick up another Sherlock Holmes triple here too. What's interesting about the Sherlock Holmes triple is Sherlock really only pumps up this. It doesn't pump up your end of fight attack. So it's really only pumping up the Hansel. So I think I'm going to keep rolling. Running out of time here a little bit. Yeah, I maybe should have put the Hansel in. I'm just hoping that this frontline shield's going to be good enough. Ooh, that fireball was devastating. Devastating. Oh, okay. Actually, Sherlock plus Van Helsing is a combo. Alright, that's my bad. But nothing I can do about that now. I do think I like the Gretel for the unyielding that she brings as well, and eventually we're going to want to get out of these detective apprentices. I'm trying to play them as long as I can. But we are going to need to cut them at some point. I do think I will probably take another Sherlock, just to be strong, and the fact that because of the weird compass, I might just run into a triple of it. Nothing to do with that one, and nothing to do with any of this stuff. So the only question here now is, do I cut any of this? Oh, she's got Slay, increase your hero attack by 2 permanently. Okay, she's good. She's good. They've changed her around a little bit. recently. Honestly, it could be Dr. Watson that gets the cut. I could just see doing something like this. It's really not unreasonable. Oh, we can ready up here too. Dying breath on the Detective Apprentice could have also been an interesting call. My backline's really flimsy. And awkwardly, Van Helsing does kind of have to be in the front so that it's still alive for the Detective Apprentice bonus. Ooh, this is a big board. This is a big mage board right here. Ooh, they take out my detective. That is potentially huge here. We get to take out one of their mages, and we'll probably be able to take out the other one. Okay, very, very close, but that is still going to be a loss. Another Van Helsing, though, could definitely move me into where I want to be, which is another Tier 7 treasure. I'll take this triple. If we skip the treasure, it's actually really good value. Yeah, because now I can combine them here. Gonna frontline both Van Helsings for now, but hoping to triple it. Could Cersei's Cup here in the top 4, but I think I really want this Van Helsing triple treasure. That's good. We find another Sherlock Holmes as well, and also a Narcissus. So some definite options here. I don't think we're going to be able to do more than just pick up the Van Helsing this turn, but I think we'll pick up some of the other stuff next turn. Upgraded and cost 1 gold less. Sure, I mean, that means we're done picking up treasures. So we get rid of the hero mask. I don't see this shop upgrading itself, though. That's a little bit awkward. Do I have to unlock? Because this didn't just auto upgrade. I could keep it and try to pick up the Narcissus. Yeah, maybe I'll try to pick up the Narcissus. I'm going to look at the collection right now, if it will let me do that during the fight, just to see that there are relevant Tier 5 treasures for the comp that I am rocking here. Yeah, like your hero has +1 attack count. I think that's worth looking for. Oh, am I dead though? Drat. Oh no, I still have this whole backline. I did not even see my backline. I thought that was my hand. That's funny. So we will get to finish off most of these cats, but my opponent remains with 1 cat. And okay, now everything is upgraded. So can't pick up the Narcissus. Interestingly, this was upgraded but did not decrease in price. But you know what, that's fine. Could probably take the Demon Steel, but I don't think I'm going to worry about it. It's awkward because shields on these Holmes are not super impressive here. And having a Holmes as my last character is also not super important, but I would love another Van Helsing. If I can get access to that. No, I can find another Sherlock Holmes. Alright, I think I've got enough gold to pick it up. Starting to look a little sketch. But we're up against the ghost here as well. So you know what? Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to risk it a little bit. Just wind up rolling down another Sherlock Holmes. I mean, I feel like maybe this is crazy, but don't all of these things kind of beget the next? I should have put in the upgraded one, but I just kind of want to see what happens here. Because won't we just get, like, ridiculous, ridiculous numbers if it's truly times 200? No, it's not times 200, it's just plus 40 or whatever. Still, we're getting fine enough numbers that this is good enough against the ghost. That's really interesting. I think I'm definitely done picking these up at this point. And yeah, potentially should have tried to scale against the ghost as well, but just wanted to try this out for a second. I would love an upgraded Gretel here. That would be huge, but a Hansel could also be really good. The thing is, with that, I almost want supply cabinet. Just to, like, make sure that all of my things are going to hang on and not just immediately die. Yeah, definitely diminishing returns on this many Van Helsings. Or this many detectives. This many Sherlock Holmes. Let's try it, though. It's silly, but it seems fun. Yeah, I think that Van Helsing is going to be really good in the mirror. Another Van Helsing? What can I even do with that? Huh. No, I need to find more of this, I think. I don't know. Doesn't do anything for me. All right. I don't know, maybe I wanted to put this in instead of that, but it's all about the same. Yeah, I mean, that's a win against the lobby leader. I feel like parts of this strategy are really good, and parts of this strategy are really bad. I'm just thinking again about what if I had that catnip. But I probably wouldn't want a third Van Helsing. I think it's just to find a Gretel. I think that's the play from here. Huh. Yeah, definitely done with that stuff. You could double an aura. That's somewhat interesting. Why so many? Okay, should we consider this now? Basically, this is what I'm thinking. It's probably worse than just playing this, though. I think these numbers get too big to not play them. But the idea being that this is something that will, like, continually die, and I could maybe even put it in a wolf. Should that present itself? Oh, they are definitely wolfing up here as well. That makes my spell there a little bit worse. One more roll. I'll lock a Circe's Cup for the potential final fight. Let's see if this is any good. It seems silly. I think it might ultimately be too silly. But we're trying. I don't know, it looks good. My opponent doesn't look that strong, right? Hopefully some of my detectives die before all of my Van Helsings die. Looks like that is going to be the case, so Van gets to then take out my opponent's entire comp. And then these cats just get to allow me to keep my attack for a while. And there we go. That's a win and a kill, and potentially on to the finals. Not quite the finals, unfortunately. Up against the mage. No, a kitty board. Okay, well that makes my aura basically useless, but it makes Van very good. And to that point, I may even be able to get away with like just Vans here. Maybe play this? Oh, finally here's the Gretel. I think it's worth it. I think that she scales significantly higher with this stuff. And if I'm playing a full backline, I could just do this at that point. I should also be doing this, just bank these cards. So that way it's like I get to keep my leftover gold in my hand. That's all she wrote. Oh, I think that, yeah, I am built around Dying Breaths. This is probably a good upgrade on the board. I don't know exactly which of these characters I put it on. I think probably Van, but it does depend on who I'm up against in the finals. No, actually I don't think it does. I think I just put it on Van no matter what, because this is really good against Van, or Van's really good against this opponent as well. I might want to look for some scam, though, instead, against Aladdin. Some good scam to start it off with. My opponent's attacks have not been good for me, but that attack is really good, and the attacks are perfect. No complaints. Alright, and now can I fire down all of these cats? That's going to be the question. Oh, I did misorder this backline here a little bit, but I don't think it's going to matter. Oh no, that's a lot more cats. Where did all these cats come from? Where did all these cats come from? And we lose, unfortunately. Alright, kind of a bummer, because I think we had some fun stuff going on there with the Fairytale. But I don't think we really made the best use of Fairytale. Like, if I'm being honest, we probably should have pivoted out of this strategy at some point. It just seemed like something fun to try. I'm not sure what the ideal setup is for Van and Sherlock, but it probably doesn't involve a Celestial Shield. I do think there is some awkwardness, though, in both of these cards combined. The fact that this goes away, so you need this to not be like your last dying character, so you kind of need to frontline it, but you also need your Sherlock to die first. We did get pretty lucky with a lot of those hits, but unfortunately, at the end, our luck ran out. That's going to be it for me today. Thank you guys very much for watching. I'm No Luck's Given. Peace.